So what's your question?
So when do you think like have you ever had that feeling of feeling called to do something like that?
I never felt the call, but I really see the benefits of doing it because I think that just getting rid of all the distraction for a few days, and just focusing on nothing but God, um I mean, it's super easy to see the benefits, right? So you're gonna be closer to God. You're gonna just have conversation with God,
Yeah.
and this is when you have no distraction. It's hard not to focus on what you're doing, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
nowadays, I mean, I'm trying to do a lot of things at the same time, but I'm always
Awesome.
always distracted, so. I'm trying to watch a podcast, but then the phone rings, and then something happens, and then an email comes in, or somebody's coming in the room, and I'm like, okay, so yeah, and sometimes like, what is he saying? I'm not even listening. I feel like, what am I?
Well, it's good to know. Good to know you're not listening to me, Steve. No, just kidding. I was just kidding.
No, but that's true. It's hard to find like 40 minutes of concentration in what you're doing, and having creating opportunities like that, I think would be nothing but.
So you're a firm believer in quiet time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And nowadays, there's so many. I mean, yeah, I mean, so many noise around us. It's crazy. Even when you don't want them, they're here all the time. So yeah, no, absolutely.
Has your perspective on what being a leader is changed the more that you've grown your relationship closer to God?
Being a leader.
Yeah, has your perspective on what you thought it was? No, just a leader, like a leader in general. Like, has your perspective changed? Like before, it might have been I don't know XYZ, and now that you're more involved in the church and more involved in the word. Do you feel like your perspective on a lot of things like leadership or serving, stuff like that, has that changed for you?
Yep.
Like your perspective on it?
Yes. Well, the big change is that I felt like I was gonna serve, um, but the truth is, I receive more than I give.
Really?
Yeah. The
Re-
more you serve, and the more rewards comes to you, unexpected, rewards, if I want to say. Because um I mean, honestly, every time I go to Edge, for instance, I feel like the message is like, how did he know? Like, is he talking to me right now? Because this is exactly what I wanted to hear. And then you're talking to the kids, and you can see how they react.